Have you ever held something in your hands and felt wrong? Like the air around you grew heavier, colder, as if the object itself was alive. This is the Okiku Doll, and tonight I'm going to tell you its story so chilling, so deeply unsettling, that by the end of it, you might just believe in the supernatural. At first glance, Okiku looks like any other traditional Japanese doll, delicate, beautiful, and innocent. Her kimono is intricately woven, her face painted with care, and her glassy eyes seem to hold a quiet sadness. But don't let her appearance fool you. This doll is anything but ordinary. For over a century, Okiku has been the subject of one of Japan's most terrifying urban legends. And it all started with a little girl and a tragic death. Our story begins in the early 20th century in the small, quiet town of Iwamizawa, Hokkaido. It was a place where life moved slowly, where the mountains loomed in the distance, and where the winters were long and harsh. In this town lived a young girl named Okiku. She was bright, curious, and full of life. One day, her older brother returned from a trip to the city with a gift, a beautiful, handcrafted doll. It was modeled after a traditional Japanese maiden with a serene expression and short, neatly trimmed hair. Okiku adored the doll. She named it after herself and treated it like a sister, a friend, and a confidant. She would dress it in tiny kimonos, brush its hair, and even whisper her secrets to it. But one day, tragedy struck. Okiku fell ill, a sudden, mysterious illness that no one could explain. Her family tried everything to save her, but it was no use. Within weeks, she was gone. Devastated, her family placed the doll on their household altar, hoping to honor her memory. They lit incense, offered prayers, and kept the doll as a reminder of their beloved daughter. But soon, they noticed something strange. The doll's hair, which had been cut short, began to grow. Slowly at first, then longer and longer, as if it were alive. The family was horrified. How could this be? Was it a sign, a curse, or something far more sinister? Some say the spirit of the young Okiku had possessed the doll, unable to move on to the afterlife. Others believe the doll itself was cursed, a vessel for something far darker. But one thing was clear, this was no ordinary toy. The family began to hear faint whispers in the night, as if the doll was speaking to them. They would wake up to find it in different positions, its head turned slightly, its arms outstretched as if reaching for something. Terrified, the family decided to take the doll to the Menenji Temple, a place known for its spiritual protection. The priests there agreed to take the doll, believing it to be a vessel for a restless soul. They placed it in a glass case, where it remains to this day. But even in the temple, the strange occurrences didn't stop. The doll's hair continued to grow, and visitors began to report eerie experiences. Over the years, countless visitors have reported strange occurrences around the doll. Some claim to hear faint whispers when they're near it, as if the doll is trying to communicate. Others say they felt an icy chill, even on the warmest days, as if the doll's presence is draining the warmth from the room. And then there are those who've experienced nightmares after seeing the doll, dreams of a little girl crying out for help, her voice echoing in the darkness. One visitor claimed to have seen the doll's eyes move, following them as they walked around the room. Another said they felt an invisible hand brush against their shoulder when they stood too close. And then there are the priests, who trimmed the doll's hair regularly, only to find it growing back within weeks. They say the hair is coarse and wiry, unlike the soft strands of a normal doll. Today, the Okiku doll is one of Japan's most famous haunted objects. It's become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved. The doll sits in its glass case at the Menenji Temple, its hair still growing, its eyes still watching. Visitors come from all over the world to see it, drawn by its eerie reputation and the chilling stories that surround it. And while many urban legends fade with time, the story of Okiku only grows stronger, captivating those who dare to learn about it. Scientists have examined the doll, trying to explain its growing hair, but no one has been able to provide a definitive answer. The mystery remains unsolved, and the legend of the Okiku doll continues to grow. So, what do you think? Is the Okiku doll truly haunted? Or is it simply a doll with a strange, unexplainable quirk? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. This is a story that will stay with you long after the video ends. If you enjoyed this tale of the supernatural, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling stories like this one. And let me know in the comments, do you believe in haunted objects? Or is the Okiku doll just a clever hoax? Until next time, stay curious and maybe sleep with the lights on.